Anyone? Hey. Welcome back to Team Fat Choose Fat. Now that we got the cordials out of the way. You're already in it, huh? That fast? I'm Jason.
This is Alex.
It's Julie.
A couple people short today. The butcher had to get a new phone.
Did he already get one?
Yeah.
As you said.
That he just texted me. Hi, it's Dennis. And I said, hi, it's Dennis. Like,
hi, it's Dennis.
Yeah.
No, it's hi, how are you?
How high are you?
What?
Yes.
Julie, how was your week, bud?
Pretty uneventful. Got my third nipple removed, though.
That's sexy.
Yeah. It was a doozy.
You don't need to go into too much detail.
No, I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, that was pretty much
medical science.
Lauren. But yeah, other than that, pretty much just chill week. The military group that was at the hotel, their last day was Wednesday, so it went from full occupancy to dead
crickets.
Yeah. But I ain't really
back to cooking one steak a night.
Okay, I had a 3-top last night. Okay.
How many steaks?
1.
So that statement stands.
And 2 tacos.
All the tacos.
Was that your entire night?
Yesterday, yeah.
Holy shit. Really?
The night before that, the restaurant didn't have a single guest in it. The bar had 3 people.
Room service?
Nope.
Jeez.
Do you guys have a TV in the kitchen?
TV in the kitchen? No.
I feel like you should invest. Or at least get like a Wi-Fi extender and just plug it in the kitchen.
I actually thought about like texting and being like, hey, do you still have your old TV from the garage? I know it's kind of fucky, but fucking kitchen. Like,
I mean, just get like a computer monitor. And then like you can plug HDMI into it.
From 30 feet away, WWF still looks good.
It's WWE now.
Look, World Wildlife Foundation, World Wrestling Foundation, World Wrestling Entertainment, WCW.
Undertaker apparently just got put into the Hall of Fame.
I'm pretty sure you could put any 2 letters with WW, like WWK, and it's wrestling.
What?
World Wrestling Contest.
WrestleMania
That's
was
with a
yesterday?
C. No, it's not.
Huh?
I think WrestleMania was yesterday.
It was recently.
Yeah. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
No. Is there anything else? Nothing?
Nope, not really.
Yeah. Living that boring life.
Yep. Go home, sleep, and do it all over again.
Nice.
We probably served more people Saturday than he did all week.
I can guarantee that.
And we only had half the people show up. Maybe a little bit more than half. It was supposed to be 65. There couldn't have been more than 40.
Yeah, probably 40. Did our first wedding.
Oh, I don't have a clap.
You don't have to clap.
I guess that's a good thing, right?
All right. So, yeah, pulled pork barbecue, pulled chicken, mac and cheese, green beans, corn on the cob.
I feel like that's what everyone thinks
Cornbread.
y'all serve on the...
Right. Cornbread muffins.
Chicken skewers.
Chicken skewers,
those pigs in the blanket went quick.
That good old picnic barbecue.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always that.
I love how we got compliments on the chicken skewers for the appetizers, but nobody complimented the pigs in a blanket, even though like they were
eating them like they were popcorn.
You think the question, like, you think just not everyone got one? Like somebody went up and was like, "I'm just going to take this basket."
Like I don't know.
This is mine
I
now.
guarantee the first few people piled up probably like 10 on their plates.
Look at me, I'm the captain now. These are mine.
So yeah, successful wedding. We didn't have to cut a cake or anything like that. It was a really nice house.
Right, yeah.
Oh, no cake cutting fee?
No cake cutting fee. Had 3 double-door stainless steel refrigerators lined up in the kitchen. It had 2 gas ranges.
Like, fuck.
Multiple sinks.
Yeah. The water pressure sucked.
Yeah.
Water pressure sucked. The island was huge. I felt like there was a lot of dead space in the middle of that. I mean, we used the whole thing.
It made it great for us. Yeah, we had plenty of space to work, which was... I mean, again, though, that's a, 14-bedroom house? Like, you got to have a big kitchen.
Fuck.
You got to have a big
Where
kitchen.
was this at?
Sandbridge.
No. Makes sense.
Indoor pool, outdoor pool, sauna, movie theater.
6 bars.
Separately, by the way. I feel like that needs clarification. Indoor pool, outdoor pool.
Yeah.
Not an indoor-outdoor pool, which would be even more dope.
Yeah.
So all describing that stuff, it makes me think of
Had an outdoor kitchen that had another double door stainless steel refrigerator and another gas range. Like it was like in a closet.
was this like a
next to the-
restaurant owner? He was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm making my house a kitchen." Like,
Nope, this is a rental property.
Yeah.
oh,
The outdoor kitchen, we were going to use the outdoor kitchen as opposed to being up in everybody's stuff.
It
But-
needed to be cleaned beforehand. And
Yeah, and we just weren't into that.
So
Because
we
it's
just-
like, Sandbridge, man, it's on the beach. There's sand fucking everywhere. Like,
no.
so. So it's just kind of like, yeah, not going to do that. We'll just go upstairs. And they had an elevator. So we didn't have to carry all our shit up the stairs. We just do it in the elevator.
That's fucking good.
oh, we might have been out back.
Yeah, if we had to carry that crap upstairs. I mean, because we had the big white coffin cooler and it was full. And, And, like, the stairs, like, where, like, you go up and then do, like, a 180 and then go up.
Oh, one of
And-
those.
Yeah. And it was like...
Technically 2 of those because it was 3 floors. Well, I guess you could almost say 4 because you had to walk up to get to the first floor.
Yeah.
Like the steps to get to the first floor and then more steps.
Yeah. Really nice
Good thing they
place.
had an elevator. It's just-
Yeah. So...
I'm surprised that the white cooler fit. It was close.
Yeah.
It was close.
It was like the elevator was, like, the length of the white cooler.
Like you stood next to the white cooler. You couldn't stand in front of it. Just no room. It was a cozy little elevator though.
Yeah.
I
And it's cool. It had, like, a closet door, and then, like, you close, like, the closet door, and then, like, you close, like, the curtain.
Mm.
And then when you go up, you, like, see in between the floors. Like,
Oh.
it's like, open window, whatever.
we did have a whole discussion on the fact that it had a call box in the elevator. We really want to know where that went. Like, does that go straight to emergency services? Is there, like, an option? Is there, like, a switchboard in there? Like, call the house. Like, that way, if you're locked in there and, like, somebody's with you, you could be like, yo, come, I don't know, press the button or some shit. Or do you think it just goes straight to the police? Like, hey,
I'm pretty sure it would be the fire department.
emergency services.
They're the ones that come when someone's locked in the elevator.
Yeah, but you don't call the fire department. You call 911.
And those little elevator keys aren't easy to use. And I really feel like the design there was fucked up. Like, why is there a hinge on it? Like, why can't it just go straight into, like, the lock?
Because that's simple.
Engineer, mechanic.
Literally, it's like a pole with, like, a T-handle. And then, like, in the front, it's like a
Yeah.
flat piece of metal that has a hinge on it. Like, why is that there?
I got what you're saying. My answer was engineer.
Let me tell you why
mechanic.
it's there. It's so the key gets stuck in the little hole and you can't get it back out.
It's the I have to make this versus the I have to fix this person.
Mm-hmm.
2 very different people. How are we gonna get the key in there? They'll just fucking shimmy it around. We'll put it. We'll angle it. It'll be
Stick it in
fine.
there and jiggle it around until you find the spot, and then the key drops, and then then you got to start over. Like, meanwhile, there's some poor 80-year-old woman stuck in an elevator.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
So yeah, what else did we do? We had
Had a couple of gigs
it was
before that.
all
Lunches.
lunch. It was all lunch last week.
Lots of lunches.
It's just nice, I like it.
You like being done before 6 p.m.
Well, yeah,
It is nice.
it's a lot different than 11 p.m.
Starting at 8 sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. I guess you can't have your cake and eat it. Unless you're a fat kid.
There's got to be a way around that. Yeah.
I did
Not
tell.
a very eventful week for us. I mean, the wedding was probably the most eventful thing, and that was fun. It was.
I have given.
Parking was great.
A good amount.
Shout out to Nick,
Mm-hmm.
valet of the year, who is not a valet,
No.
but he should be.
He's a UPS driver, and
It
his
shows.
driving skills shows.
I don't know. I don't know how many cars he has to park. Like, does he park them all at the end of the night? Like, bring them on in, guys. I got them. Like, I don't
He's
know,
just
but
like,
this
yeah,
man has.
all the UPS trucks. Just line them up.
Yeah.
I'll park them.
Like,
who's
he-
out first? Who's out first? You go in last.
He definitely made sure that those cars were
Packed in like pickles.
packed in, filed, like. That he had all right, who's leaving first?
People had
Like,
to
all right,
climb
you're gonna be on the
over
outside,
the
like-
car, like out of their car through the other side.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he got him in there. Like, I was watching him, and a couple of them, I was like, "Oh, he's about to hit somebody." Like, "Oh, he's about to hit somebody," and no, he just whipped it right on in there. And yeah, gets out of the car. Oh, the door won't open all the way. I got this. Hold on. Like, shimmies
Scoot
out.
to scoot to the passenger side and get out on that side.
The one person I almost saw fuck their shit up, though, did park their own car. Nick was not driving it. He was directing them as to, like, where he was just, like, park here. But around the front, so it was a semicircle driveway, and they had, like, trees in
The middle.
the middle of the semicircle, and they had pretty much, like, 6-inch PVC pipes coming up out of the ground at either entrance so that they were like barricades to prevent you from running into the trees. Well, the person who was parking came around the semicircle and then proceeded to like back up. But when their front end swung around, that 6-inch PVC went inside their bumper under their tire, like inside the tire well. And I thought it was going to yank their bumper off the front, but luckily the bumper just did a little and continued. But I definitely was like, oh, they're about to pull their whole front bumper off. I got a great view of this.
Nick over there. Are you to see?
Were you in the kitchen?
Yeah, I was in the kitchen looking out the window, just like, oh, shit. Oh.
Funny if Nick is just watching him, just like
Nick,
rookie.
no, Nick at that point, he had just told him, like, hey, park a car here, and he was off to get another car. Like, they had just happened to pull up while he was organizing cars, and he's like, yo, no, like, you, right there.
I feel like that could have been done.
Ahead of time?
Yeah, like where they were parking on the side of the house, like.
Well,
because when we got there, like
No.
one side was parked well,
Yes.
and then the other side was like just people just pulled in wherever the fuck they wanted.
And it was not like they didn't square off at all. Like
No,
they were
like-
just like, yeah, just angled everywhere. No one thought about that until Nick got there, and then Nick was
Well,
like, "Yo,
I did, and I
Well-
told them y'all should probably do that now.
No one did anything until Nick got there. But yeah, Nick literally was telling people, he was like, "Hey, don't park here." He was like, "You just go down the street. There's like a corner store. Give me 5 minutes, and you can come on back." Like he was like, "I'm lining them up. I can't get anybody else in here right now," because every time he tried to pull out a car, somebody would like pull in, and he'd be like, "Yep, nope, go for a tour. Come back."
How many cars were there? You think? Like,
Oh shit.
you think it was?
6 to 8 on the right hand side, 2 in front of the door, and maybe another 10 to 12 on the
I'd
left.
say about 16.
About 16
I was
cars
thinking
in a
16 to
driveway.
20, easy. In a driveway. I mean,
And
like,
then you
partly
got,
in the
like-
driveway.
Yeah,
and
the
there's a
line
lot
on
of
the
this.
side
There
of
was
the
some
house.
pickup trucks. You know what I mean? Like 'cause
Yeah.
we went out there in my truck. Nick showed up in his truck. Another lady showed up in her truck. Like
It was a fairly sandy yard, and I will just say that, like, if you were able to park in the sand, you were, like, in between street and driveway. There was, like, a 4-foot section. And it was like, yeah, you could get out of that. It's fine. Park right there. Fuck yeah.
Like my driveway might
He
be
had
able
them,
to fit,
like, 3 stacked. Like, it was
on the side of the house,
Debo.
there was like 3 cars.
I feel like my house, I could probably have like maybe 10.
You have a long ass driveway.
Yeah.
I could fit, like, 5 max.
Your girlfriend appears to disagree with you.
Yeah, that's because she and I drive very differently. I guarantee you I could fit 5 cars in my driveway. I've done it before. Can you park next to the house? Because I bet you I can. At the very top of the driveway where the trash cans are, we can fit a car up there.
Tina's car. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't block the sidewalk.
You're right, but I can fit a car behind mine. That car's not going to get out without the other car moving, but I can fit 5 cars in a driveway.
Not all the way to the driveway.
We can max out at like 4. it's very
Yours is very, yeah, you have a
straightforward.
rectangle of a driveway. Like, it's
very
1, 2, 3,
straightforward.
4. All right, that's, yeah. I got a weird shaped one.
She was 7-foot chart.
For the most part, you only fit
3.
3.
I mean,
That's what I'm going with.
if we don't have to open the back door and Chase parks his Mini in front of it, that's 4.
True.
It's about the only car that would fit in front of it. Mine won't, hers won't, yours won't.
Yeah, we could probably, if we like everyone pulls up close to the garage door and then we get them bumper to bumper, we could probably park one sideways in the back. It's like,
And if we all had smart cars,
it would just do it itself.
probably.
We would need sunroofs, Julie.
What?
We need what?
Sunroofs.
So that we can
Oh,
get out.
get out.
Oh, you're talking about the Q Smart cars.
Smart cars. You think 6-foot people can fit that shit?
You're talking about the Q Smart. Smart cars don't have to be tiny. It's like the Teslas are smart cars. The Q Smart car is the little one that looks like it should have the wind-up thing on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them with the wind-up thing
Yeah,
on the back.
one of them has one that spins.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
The on the way out to Sandbridge, we stopped at the nicest 7-Eleven I've ever been in my life. It's brand new. It's like on the corner of Princess Anne and Sandbridge Road, whatever that fucking road is.
I don't know, but he was impressed. He spent like 5 solid minutes telling me about like the hot dog layout.
Yeah.
And he knows how much I love 7-Eleven hot dogs.
It had 3 rollers, but they were like in the middle of the store.
Like on an island.
Oh my god.
Like in the floor was like that shiny concrete feel. It felt like you were in like a Hollister. Like it's like that's the best I can describe it. Like
Are they still around?
I don't know. I haven't been to a mall in fucking
No.
forever.
No.
I'm sure the clothing line's still around, but it's like you can get it on Amazon.
Online or something.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, like the hot dog layout, I thought, like, I really wish Alex would have definitely left with hot dogs. And it was fully loaded, too. They had, like, all the flavors. The egg rolls were out. Like,
They have the
egg-
Korean barbecue.
I didn't look at the flavors.
You said they were all out, man.
They were
I
all,
mean, like,
I'm
look,
assuming they were all there.
you want to talk about some special 7-Eleven shit, you find that Korean barbecue roller. It's not even amazing, but you should try it. Like, it's a rarity.
It was an egg roll, right?
I think it's an egg roll, yeah.
I would just like us to get some Buc-ee's around here.
Okay.
It's not going to happen, but
Yeah, we were going to put a truck stop in Virginia Beach.
Where did you find a Buc-ee's?
You only went to Texas?
Texas.
Ah, that makes so much sense. I was
They're-
like, you've been out of the state like twice.
True.
Okay, well, I've driven in 7 states. 8, 9. Driven in 10 states.
Good job. You counting Maryland,
Your
too?
final answer?
I'm trying to figure out if you counted California.
Are you
Yeah.
smart enough, fifth grade?
I figured that was either 8 or 9, but I was really confused when there was
Nevada.
another 8 or 9.
You count Nevada?
No, yeah.
All right, let's do a beer while I pull up a topic. Do we want to discuss ice cream or bread?
Ice cream.
All right. So our ice cream topic today is the Carvel versus Dairy Queen. Did you know that there's the Bud Light sours in there? You want to wait till we get to one of those? No, not really feeling it today.
I'll wait till you get
After you spilled your tea, your strong hand.
Take my strong
You can just go ahead and pass that to her then.
Yeah, that looks like you're there. You're there. I'm pretty sure everything else is an IPA, and looks like it's gonna clean windows really well.
So this is
That smells sweet.
this is clearly going to be more of a everybody just give your opinion and maybe a percentage.
Blue raspberry.
Maybe a percentage. I was going to say you can try for a flavor, but we all know that now this is a Bud Light seltzer sour. I do
Blueberry.
not know. Yeah, blue raspberry looks like a fucking solid guess. Although
100%
Windex,
blue raspberry.
Windex could totally be a good guess at this point as well. Bubbly Windex, yeah, bubbly Windex. That's fine.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
I mean, it smells like blue raspberry.
I'm going blue raspberry, but I don't think it smells sweeter than it tastes. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think they're hitting the sour real well.
No,
It's like a sweet tart. Is that what you're getting?
yeah,
Blue
not so much
raspberry
on the
sweet
sour.
tart?
It's like
Kinda
this,
like a
it's
Jolly
like the
Rancher.
sweet part of the warhead. It's like when you get past the sour of a warhead.
No, like once you get past
Try
like
that.
the,
And then,
Hopefully, it's not too watered down by now.
yeah, and then you,
once you get past all the citric acid on the outside.
that's what it tastes like. So it just has like that hint of sour.
Yeah, it's a hint of sour.
Sorry, I got duly distracted. I
Yeah.
figured you'd like that shit.
Yeah, you like
Southern Blast,
Mountain Dew.
founded at Bojangles.
I'm going Bojangles.
By the way, I hope Dooley, you have to tell me if you can confirm this. Jason has now tried it and understands the thought process. I could figure no better way to describe that drink of Southern Blast, Baja Blast, whatever Mountain Dew, than Baja Blast mixed with sweet tea.
Yeah.
That is the best description I have, which
Yeah.
does not sound good. But
No, it's not a very appealing.
like,
No.
it's not an
when you
appealing description.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. I mean, I'm not a huge Mountain Dew fan,
I
so
guess
it's really not
Baja
necessarily
Blast
for
is
me.
literally Mountain Dew mixed with Powerade, pretty much.
I did not know that. You know way too much about your Mountain Dew flavors.
So this is an
Memes,
interesting.
bro.
All right, jumping back to the Bud Light. This is Bud Light Seltzer Sour. It is, of course, blue raspberry. Everybody wins,
What
except for Dooley.
what do you rate it?
I give it a 4.
I'm like 3.5.
I'm definitely on like the 3.5 side. I do love the caption here though of not so sweet blue raspberry. Like, okay.
It was, yeah. It smells way sweeter than it is.
That I will agree with. It comes off very strong in the smell, but not as bad in the taste. I don't know if I could
5%.
drink. Yeah, 5%. I don't know if I could drink a
I think
lot.
we got an IBU on that.
For sure. I got calories.
Calorie. Ooh, how many calories?
Take a guess. Let's go for it.
100.
Oh man,
95.
They got it on the head. Sorry, you were slow.
100, really?
100 calories. That's right. More than a Miller Lite.
Yep. By like 4.
This isn't a Michelob.
So if you're-
This is not a Michelob commercial.
So if you're counting your calories, I recommend the Miller Lite.
But that is so much easier math.
I guess it's not a Michelob commercial. It would be a Miller Lite commercial.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is a Miller Lite commercial when the
Because
guy
they're like,
picks up the
yeah,
middle.
he's like, you know, Miller Lite only has like 1 more calorie.
All right, did you know that Carvel was the very first to do the buy one get one free promo?
No,
And did you evidently
like ever, like
yeah, they were the first. They invented the buy one get one free promo,
Carvel BOGO.
and evidently it is still available today. Like they never, like when they started it, they never stopped it.
When did they start it?
Yeah, years.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. It was just-
Some years.
I don't know
right,
when Carvel started.
It's like right before World War II.
Okay.
I don't have an exact year.
Well, I was just curious. Like, is it basically? I was like, did they make it through the Great Depression? Because that had to be hard if you were already, you know what I mean? Like,
So, Dairy Queen was the inventor of the soft serve ice cream machine.
now that I think I've heard actually.
And Carvel had a similar machine, but he designed his own out of like a refurbished custard machine. So evidently there's a texture difference between Carvel and Dairy Queen. I'm not up on them. I know there's a Carvel still around in Virginia Beach. It's like on the boulevard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the only one.
The place I never think of.
Yeah. I want ice cream. Let's go to Carvel.
See, the problem with that store, though, in my opinion, is that
But they sold out.
Okay.
See.
Oh.
So we'll do a little trivia and then we'll go on to some more knowledge. Which state is the largest producer of ice cream in the United States? It is multiple choice, so please hold your guesses until we finish the question.
start with that next time.
Yeah. A, Florida. B, California. C, Vermont. Or D, New York.
Vermont, fuck it.
I think I'm also going to go Vermont.
Yeah.
We did as well.
This is, I mean, it's
I
either.
can't obviously play because I know the answer.
I'm really-
But the producer and I also went Vermont because that's where Ben and Jerry's is.
It's
But it's California.
really.
Yes, and the reason why is
But it's hot there.
because it is
Cows.
the state with the most dairy farms.
That's how I was about to say. Like, you have to move it the least. I was thinking.
Move it.
I'm
Oh!
surprised Alex didn't do that joke.
I know.
Well, I was the one that said move it. Can't make a joke on your own statement.
So, the owner of Carvel, sorry, I don't know his name right now. I'm pretty sure I
Just
wrote it
Carvel?
down somewhere.
Senor Carvel.
His last name is Carvel, yes. He, during World War II, he got drafted. And so he was in the Navy. But he brought his custard machine with him.
Oh, different times.
Yeah, very different. But like on
What
his,
the fuck is that? It's a custard machine. Johnny, let's get this loaded.
Okay, put it on the boat. Nice. So he, in his downtime, he was selling ice cream, and I'm the Navy's a different animal than the Army, evidently. Even during World War II, I don't know where you had downtime where you fucking selling custard, but but he got into the PX, which is the exchange, and so he was selling on base, and that's like how he sustained his way, the business through the war, is he was on base selling at the exchange.
Man, you know he wasn't selling. He was fucking, what is it, Huck Finn.
Yeah, right. But here's a good one. Can you grab me one too, please?
Hey man, this selling shit's fun. I'll give you a pack of cigarettes. You do it for an hour.
But so he was stationed at Fort Bragg, and this is, I mean, I know it was World War II, but he was in the Navy at Fort Bragg, and I was fucking confused. Thank you. Because that is an Army base. Like,
Landlocked?
yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure. I've never been there, been by it. But hey, you know, you do what you gotta do. All right. How did ice cream sundaes get their name? According to an Illinois legend. Multiple choice. All right. It was good luck to eat sweets on Sunday. The inventor's dog name was Sunday. Because selling ice cream soda was illegal on Sunday. Or it was short for sunny day.
I don't like any of those.
Me neither. I'm just gonna go D. That's the only one I remembered.
Short for sunny days.
Man, I'm going with the fucking dog. Dog's name was Sunday.
No, it is definitely C, because selling ice cream soda was illegal on Sunday, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. But
Because God said no.
The rest, I don't know.
all right, so yeah, that place in Illinois, Evanston, Illinois, claims to have originated the term to describe a culinary workaround. In the late 1800s, many U.S. cities had bylaws that kept drugstores from selling soda on the Christian Sabbath. So, there you go. You couldn't get your float, so you can get a sundae.
Apparently, sorry, I just want to read this quote. Because of the name they have, some religious groups were against what they called sucking sodas.
Sucking sodas.
Is that you look at the same thing? Yeah.
All right, so little fun fact,
Nope.
not about Baskin Robbins or Dairy Queen, but fun fact. Do you know why Baskin Robbins has 31 flavors?
I do.
I know you do.
Because their scientist died after the 31st. Sorry, was that grim? Because Baskin Robbins. I know the answer to this too. Fucking because there's 31 Robins. I don't know.
After 31, they said, fuck it, I'm tired of doing this shit.
It's because there's 31 days in a month, and it's a flavor for every day of the month.
Yes.
February
objects.
It's just
Well,
Sodas-
the other months.
I was about to say sodas every other month.
But there's 31 days is the max, I guess you could say. So there you go.
So do they double up on February?
Are you on the same wavelength right now? Because I was just about to say that too.
Like if you have 31 flavors, do you have to go through each one each month, or do you just skip 3 of them in February, or 2 of them if it's a leap year?
You just don't eat your you
Maybe
don't eat
in
your
Feb-
least
maybe
favorite
the
on those
20
days.
Why don't
maybe
they
on
have-
the 28th of February? You have to get the 3 flavors that you didn't have the rest of the month all in one bowl.
Why don't they have 32 flavors specifically for one day a year, or one day every 4 years? When leap year comes around, because that's its own fucking day, it should have its own flavor.
It would because it's in February, right?
Yeah, and
But
I
it only comes out on that day.
see exactly that should be the 32nd flavor. They need because that day doesn't come around every year. So even if it's one of the 31 days that would be in a month, even though February would have 29 at that point, still yes, they could cover that in the 31 flavors. But I feel like they should have a flavor just for that day.
I feel like that's a horrible New Year's resolution.
I feel like you should be a lawyer.
Every day for the entire year.
You have to eat a bowl of ice cream.
Every single day, new flavor. Oh, hey, look. It's the second.
Crap, they came out with a new flavor.
I'm pretty sure by the time they got to pizza and peanut butter, you'd be like, I'm out.
Peanut butter.
No, like together.
Oh, okay, gross.
Yeah,
don't-
see?
you
You were
don't-
totally
you
on. I
don't-
like how you didn't even question pizza. She was like, peanut butter, that's not bad. Like, not thinking pizza's horrible, actually. That's like, peanut butter, I'd eat peanut butter ice cream, but would you eat peanut butter pizza ice
peanut
cream?
butter ice cream.
Sure, we have peanut butter. Speaking of ice cream.
Oh yeah, we have ice cream. We should crack a couple of those bad boys open. They've been in there for a hot minute.
Fuck a beer, almost.
It's a float, sir.
So we
Mix
know,
it with the beer.
Do we all know that Carvel invented the ice cream cake?
Yes.
Okay, so they also created not the ice cream sandwich, but they
Don't they
created
still have that on their box?
probably,
Probably.
but most of them are sold in stores,
Which is,
like grocery stores.
yeah,
not-
that's what I'm thinking about.
And that's how Dairy Queen started out too. Is like they were selling industrial, like not industrial ice cream. That doesn't sound right.
Commercial.
hard packed ice cream.
Yeah.
And they were selling it to grocery stores for people to buy. They didn't have stands. But so Carvel invented what they called the flying saucer during the flying saucer craze. It was an ice cream sandwich. It was 2 chocolate cookies, and it had like the soft serve in the middle. And it helped them grow to over 100 stores and $3 million in the following year on ice cream sandwiches.
Is that like updated for inflation, or is that $3 million back then?
That was $3 million back then.
Fuck me. That's a good chunk of change.
So, with Dairy Queen, they were always bigger than Carvel, and obviously they still are. They created what they called the Dairy Queen Brazier, and it's when they added like burgers, fries, banana splits, and crap. And that's really in my notes. It says "and crap." But they, the reason why they did that is because they were reinventing themselves, and they were not like Carvel only sold vanilla ice cream. That was it. That's all they did, and they put sprinkles and different toppings on it. Dairy Queen was starting to do like the flavors and the mix-ins and stuff like that. But all they sold was ice cream, and then like their chains, like their franchisees, like were not all doing the same thing. Some of them were selling burgers and stuff like that because they had a need for it where they were. So then Dairy Queen started a Brazier, is what they called it, and that's when they added like the grill and chill, I guess is what it's called now. And like they have like when they started doing the burgers and fries and all that. But they did a cool thing is like they talked to all their franchisees, and they created a menu across the board that everyone was going to follow, but they took what people needed and added that to their menu. They just made it like, all right, you're going to make a burger, but you're going to make this burger.
Damn.
What? You Googling stuff that I'm about to talk about? You getting ahead of the game?
I don't know. You about to talk about how much Carvel and Dairy Queen are worth?
Well, Carvel sold in 1989 for $80 million.
Unfortunately, they lost value because they are worth $67.8 million in 2019.
So
Dairy Queen, $2.5 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Dairy Queen smoked Carvel.
DQ is the #1 ice cream franchise in the world to this day, with 7,000 locations in the world. And that concludes.
They'll soon be on the list that we talked about last week.
I don't think so. 7,000 locations.
Ironically enough, now that we...
And I feel like that one down the street always has a line at it. Like, it looks busy. But the one...
Tron one and...
Like Lansdowne?
Yeah.
But the one, like, over off Dam Neck in General Booth always seems like it's dead.
So, hey, we're going to scroll through this real quick.
Okay.
Because it's mashed.com ranking ice cream chains from worst to first.
Oh, can we pull that up?
Well, I was just going
I'm just going to scroll through it.
We're going to make this quick.
No pictures?
I mean, do you...
I like pictures.
You don't have to read, though. Makes it easier. So, coming in last place is Dippin' Dots.
The worst?
Yep, the worst.
See, I like Dippin' Dots, man. I think it was like...
I think
like,
it was
you
a
only
cool
get 'em-
idea.
You only get them like at ballparks now, I think. And they used to have that one in the mall.
Oh, man.
We said
Hey,
quick. He said quick.
it was Tom Carvel. Because
Oh,
they're
Tom.
number 13.
Oh.
So they came in second to last. Basically saying they started out good, but nothing has really happened since then. Baskin Robbins comes in at number 12. 11 is Cold Stone. I'm kind of surprised they placed
Wow.
that low, to be honest with you.
Great.
Watch, number one's going to be one that no one knows.
Oh, what? This surprises the shit out of me. Number 10, Friendlies.
Well, I could see they're... Like, I can't believe they're above Stone Cold. Cold Stone.
Stone Cold Cold Stone. Coming in at number 9, Shake Shack. Number 8
Never
is
been there.
Dairy Queen. I've never heard of this one. Creamistry
Nope.
comes in at number 7. Number 6 is Handles.
How in the hell?
Number 5 is Andy's Frozen Custard. Number 4, Ben & Jerry's. Had to be up there somewhere. Number 3, Salt and Straw. Don't know that one. Number 2 is Jenny's. Don't know that one. And number 1, anyone want to take a guess?
I'm out of ice cream
A
places.
name that you would you'd see it in a store. Like
Haagen-Dazs.
there you go.
Oh.
Top brand
He's
Haagen-Dazs. Well,
like-
top rated brand. I will go.
He was like, I was like, Blue Bunny? Like,
That would have been a good guess. I mean, I don't know if that would have come in as
Does
number one.
Haagen-Dazs have stores?
Yeah,
They can go to like a Haagen-Dazs store?
pretty sure.
Do
Well,
they hand dip ice cream in front of you?
It said ice cream chains. It didn't say ice cream store.
But I mean,
chain.
like Blue Bunny would be a chain. No, it's not a chain because it's. So I guess it has to be a store.
Look, I don't know. AskMash.com. I just thought it was interesting. Really, I just thought it was interesting that Dippin' Dots was last. It was a
Yeah, you
cool
got-
idea when it first came out, but
They are, and they're like a fun thing to have every once in a while. But I don't want to eat my ice cream that way.
no, I don't
It's
understand.
like a
I don't understand them as a
novelty.
sustainable business.
Yeah, like
While we're on like last week's subject and like you brought it up this week, which of these '80s restaurant chains has the most locations left today? A. Finnegan's, B. Howard Johnson's, or C. Pioneer Chicken. And I know we just talked about all this, but I don't know. I know the answer now, but like I don't remember.
I don't
Bennigan's.
know how it's possible.
Finnegan's has the most left. Yes, you are correct, with 22 locations. And Howard Johnson still has their one. That one that we looked at last week. Like,
Man,
yeah, things happen. All
What
right.
was that one hibachi place?
hibachi place.
Start with a
Can you
B.
be more specific?
Start with a B.
Is it around here? Was it on the list last week?
No. There's that really, really famous one. Start with a B. Fucking.
I got nothing.
Bon Jovi hibachi.
I don't know.
Bok
I don't know
choy.
what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think what the fuck it was.
You have the Google machine right there. While you're doing that, which is the first lady to first order Pizza Hut to the White House?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, it's multiple choice. Sorry, I should guess. I should give you some names. Eleanor Carter,
Oprah.
First Lady. Nancy
Well,
Reagan.
did you say first lady or just what was the first lady to order pizza at the White House? Because I'm still going Oprah.
Or Barbara Bush?
Reagan.
Barbara Bush.
Dooley? You
No, what? Who?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's Barbara Bush.
Woo! There's a farm fresh coming back.
Are you sure you're not talking about, like, Panda Express or something, dude?
I really hope not.
Which of the following Hall of Fame football coaches once worked at Pizza Hut? Yes.
You got to give the
Chuck
following.
Noll,
Yeah.
Bill Parcells, or Jimmy Johnson?
Bill Parcells.
Jimmy Johnson. Just because it's funny.
Read the question.
Benny Hanna.
Which of the following Hall of Fame football coaches once worked at Pizza Hut? Chuck Noll, Bill Parcells, or Jimmy Johnson?
Well, it's definitely not C. A.
Bill Parcells.
That was close.
All right, here's a good one. You want to crack another beer when we'll get into this one. What happened to the wine cooler? Bartles and James, you know, all those.
Who's on first?
Who's on first? California Coolers was the first wine cooler, which shocked the industry when it sold over 10 million cases in 1984. The excise tax killed the wine cooler when the tax went from $17 for 100 gallons, and it went to over $100 per gallon. Or $100 per 100 gallons,
I
sorry.
was going to say, goddamn, that's a markup.
Yeah.
On 1/100th of your product, we're going to charge you 7 times more.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still 17, like, that's still a huge markup. $17 to $100.
I mean, for 100 gallons.
$1 a gallon.
I mean,
Which of these? Oh, I already did that one. There is a whole workforce. This is just good. There's a whole workforce of elves featured in the Keebler commercials. Did you know they all have names? Which include JJ, Ollie, Ernie, Flo, Elmer, Buckets, Roger, Leonardo, Eddie, or Fast Eddie, Sam, Doc, Zach, Casey, Professor, and Zoot.
What'd they do? Knock off the Smurfs?
Well, I mean, they
Just because they're all little people doesn't mean they have to have the same names. I mean, come on. Tolkien came up with some original shit.
Who?
J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, like,
All the dwarves didn't have names like Sally and, Dr. Oz and whatever the fuck else was on the Smurf. It was Smurfette.
Yeah, the most.
Did the girl even have a name? I'm pretty sure it was just Smurfette.
It was that. And she was the only one.
Smurfette.
it must be rough.
That's why I said the girl. Did the girl even have a name?
Well, there was a little girl, right? With red hair.
That was Smurfette.
Smurfetta?
Smurfetta.
I was not ready for that.
Okay. Well, after 2 oohs, I'm not sure how
I
I
was
want to feel
thinking.
about that.
I was thinking it was an IPA.
Oh,
It's like apple cider.
it's not an
Yeah.
IPA.
that hits differently when you're like, oh, that's gonna be bitter. What the fuck?
We
is
could
going-
use the same cup.
That was more sour than the sour.
Yeah. You want to try it? It's sour.
I
Huh.
don't. I'll go last.
I'm gonna guess the
Do
company.
you know what it is?
I do think I know what it is because I'm the one that picked this pack.
I'm gonna guess. It's from New Realm.
Hey, he's going for the
That's
3,000.
Well, he's got a good chance because he knows what box it came out of.
It tastes like the tea, like lemon tea.
New Realm.
Uh,
Yeah, so confident up until this point, huh?
I'm gonna say like 6% ABV.
6% ABV, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we never know shit about this, but IBU. I'm gonna just put that at NA. Nah, give it a 3.
What style?
Bad.
New Realm. It's style New Realm.
New Realm.
So it goes.
I'm gonna go. It's a sour. That's all I got. I know it's by New Realm, but I'll go. You said 6. I'll go 6.5.
Ooh. Watch, it's gonna be 6.2.
Right. IBUs. I don't think we're gonna find them, but I'm gonna say it's low, like 12. I give it a 3. It's not bad, but I could not.
You're not normally the sour person to begin
I
with.
couldn't drink like a whole one. Like what you gave me is that's plenty.
I believe, if I remember, this is like Graham's apple pie sour or something like that. I don't think it's apple pie, but it was Graham sour. It is. I'm gonna go with probably a lower ABV. I'm gonna say it's somewhere in the 5.5
It's fucking sour.
range. I'll give it a 3.5.
Want some more?
It's not bad, but it's not. I don't know. Again, like I don't think I could drink a 6-pack. And I'm gonna say 0 on the IBU. Oh no, this is not at all wrong one entirely. I bet you that's from,
Alex just lost like 3,000 points.
Hey. So this, what's funny is it was from the other pack. Now that I'm thinking about it, I bet you it's from the other pack I was looking at. So this is New Realm Brewing. It's an exclusive release. Sour Eclipse Dark Sour Ale brewed with raspberries and lime. And I am wrong because it went the other direction. It is 7.3%.
Wow.
Again, I'm sure it's going to be no IBU, 0 IBU listed. Do we have a story here? Don't be afraid of the dark. Embrace the Sour Eclipse. Brewed with raspberries and key limes, notice how the fruity tartness balances the rich malt profile.
We have a new.
I've never heard of wild ale.
It's a wild ale.
I've seen Wild American Ale.
Well,
Ale.
I mean, it's Wild Ale American, so I think it's a Wild American Ale.
It basically just like a new way to say sour, in my opinion. It's just I think it's
I think it's like part of the yeast process.
See, I think it's more of like it may be part of the yeast process, but I think a lot of the sours and shit are old style. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how I'm trying to say this, but like
An old style brewing process.
I mean, it's still probably brewed the same. I just feel like they're trying to make an American sour.
Okay.
It's just like West Coast, or
Yeah.
not West Coast, East Coast beer. Like it's an IPA. Well, what kind of IPA? It's a hazy. It's a juicy. It's a New England. They're all fucking same thing. Like they're just trying to create their own style of style. I mean, I don't know. They're trying to niche market it. So an American wild ale, or a wild American ale, or whatever is.
So the wild is they're fermented with wild or natural yeast. That funk-fueled flavor profile.
Think earthy, sour cherry, barnyard, bacon, and whatever the fuck that word is, pear.
I'm just really curious. Like, what's the difference between a wild and then a sour? Then, like, is it just because it's a wild or natural? But
Did you know that Nerds, the candy, were almost called Crunchers? And in 1985, it won Candy of the Year.
as which name? Nerds or Crunchers?
Nerds.
Okay.
It never launched as Crunchers.
Thank God. That would be a horrible.
Horrible. What's this? It's Crunchers? I mean, if you didn't know any better, like...
I mean, then again, like, when you fucking eat them,
Crunch bars.
crunch.
The Nerds sliding pack, when they did the dual flavors on
Yep.
both sides, that was originally invented for Marlboro cigarettes.
Really?
The box with the sliding top.
So, like, oh, you want numbers?
You're telling
or
me
menthol?
Marlboro had plans to do a sliding box top cigarette, and fucking cereal companies can't get with Ziploc?
Somebody should definitely lock that in. Like, no, you know what? Because the cereal companies are in.
I
they're
think
in with Tupperware, dude.
I was about to
And
say,
so they're
that's,
like, you know
that's what it is. I
Like
think
the cereal
Tupperware got to
company-
them first and was
Yeah.
just like, no,
look, man,
look.
we'll just make a container that
Cheap
holds.
ones have zip ones.
Well, that's
the-
because that's like Walmart branded stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Which-
when it's in the
Oh,
bag.
you don't want that kind.
Well, exactly, but they put
Jason, you're
Ziplocs
talking
and
like-
shit on it because they don't give
Like
a
that?
fuck. They've already made money.
Dude, go to Nerds, man.
All the main companies are like, nah, we're not. You can't save this shit. You better eat it now.
Like the Nerd sliding pack. Like that's what I saw it as. I don't know anything about.
I gotta say, those are some dope ass Marlboro packs.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw the
Like
color
that
one
right
in the
there?
corner
Yeah.
That was-
That's-
Oh.
That type of shit.
yeah. It was originally invented for Marlboro.
Didn't they have like the wheel?
What?
No, that was
The
wasn't that the
nerd
bubble
wheel?
gum?
That was bubble gum.
Yeah.
In 1985, I'm gonna slaughter this name, but I'm gonna go with Ralston released Nerds cereal, which mirrored the original candy's two-sided box with orange-flavored cereal on one side and cherry on the other.
Fucking lie to me. That was Nerds.
Bill, you got a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have just asked Melissa. She's had one of those like fucking
Oh, really?
like 2 weeks ago. She's probably still got it. Like,
If it's anything like that Twinkie.
she gets mad when they don't make like sour Nerds. All right, multiple choice.
That I have to admit, that's a missed market. Sour Nerds. It's a missed market.
I think they make sour Nerds. I think they're just hard to find.
Tell you in a second.
Because let's be honest, like where we do most of our they make sour Nerds. Oh, they're the fucking big ones though.
And they're
The
chewy.
yeah. She wants like the regular Nerds that are there, right there. The little pack. Is that
What that?
over one? That one. Click on it. Oh well, that didn't work out well.
Ah, Cheetos! Does that say Snickers? Wholesale Snickers shorts.
Yep.
Is that the name of the
Okay,
shorts?
so they
like,
do
is it a
make sour
style?
Nords. Sour Nords.
Sour Nords.
So they make them in the little ones. I guess they're just hard to find. It says new by Wonka. And why does it say Wonka when it says that Ralston released Nerds? Oh, the cereal. Sorry, my bad. Multiple choice. In the early 90s, the makers of Nerds briefly released a bigger, softer, chewy version of the candy. What were they called? A. Geeks. B. Dorks. C. Dweebs.
Geeks.
Dweebs. It's funny.
The other one.
Huh?
The other one.
B. Whatever B was.
Geeks, dorks, or dweebs?
Geeks.
Geeks? It was dweebs. Dooley's right.
Woo! Did I win?
Damn it, Dooley.
No. Whatever the score is, no.
Nerds are a $90 million business today. $90 million on little candy.
Also, the nerd rope.
Nerds is beating Carvel.
Right? They don't even have a store. I guess neither
Holy
does
shit, I
Carvel.
want it.
What, a nerd rope? Ew, dude.
I'm
That's
pretty sure you
just-
could probably buy that in Town Center.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's a candy store there, right?
Yeah, they have like the fucking 5-pound gummy bear.
5-pound gummy bear. In 1982, what estimated 3 million Americans... Sorry, I read that wrong. In 1982, an estimated 30 million Americans spent $8 million a week playing Pac-Man. That's right. 8 million a week. They're
Wait.
beating Carvel and Nerds.
Like that's like the arcade machine. Just
Yeah.
here's a quarter.
Yep.
Oh, I fucked up. Here's a quarter. Fucked up. It's a lot of fucking quarters.
32 million of them.
Yeah. It's a lot of
32
quarters.
million quarters. Because no, they didn't have dollars back then. You were putting quarters in.
Mhm. You had to go to the change
Yeah.
machine and like,
Yeah.
like you put your
That was
dollar
back
in.
before they even did tokens.
Yeah, it
no, you
spit out
got real
quarters.
fucking quarters. Because that way, if you had to go do laundry afterwards, you fucking had quarters.
Or if you were doing
Bus.
laundry and they had the game in the laundromat,
Oh, that was always a good idea.
you're shoving quarters in there.
32 million? Fucking, that's a lot of quarters.
Oh, by the way, you had the nerd wheel, right? Like not too long ago? Because he was talking about it. Billy said it was gum. But your sour nerds, do they still make those in the little guys?
You know, there's such a thing.
Dooley, show her. Probably have to click the back button.
Like, you're talking about the big
Like
one?
right there.
Oh, no.
I just want to clarify.
It says new on the package, but I don't know when this was taken.
The quarter thing, they were making 8 million a week. 32 million quarters in a week, right?
Well, 30 million Americans spending 8 million a week.
That was 53 quarters every second.
Damn.
I have never seen sour nerds other than the big.
That's what we were talking about. I was like, because Alex was like, wow, I feel like that's a missed market right there.
Completely.
What was Pac-Man's original name? A. Pillman. B. Puckman. C. Pathman.
Oh, fuck. See, it's either Pillman or Puckman. I'm going
That's it.
Pillman.
I said puck.
It was Puck. They changed the name because how close it was to...
Fuck.
Yeah.
I remember there was bad connotation, but I couldn't remember pills have bad connotation, too.
Did you know that Chuck E. Cheese founder was also a co-founder of the video game console Atari?
Did not. That explains the mouse a lot.
The mouse?
Crappy electronics all the way.
It's animatronics, sir. Fun fact, Tetris has been downloaded 100 million times. You talk about a crappy game.
Apparently not.
I love that game.
It's been downloaded. You had to specify. That does not mean
Yeah,
purchased,
downloaded.
bought,
Yeah.
downloaded. We're not talking about CDs,
No.
or for those of you that are so inclined, floppy disks, Game Boys, none of it.
Yeah.
Just
Cartridges.
downloaded.
Like, yeah. Downloaded 100 million times. And finally, what does the E in Chuck E. Cheese stand for?
Edward. I don't know.
A. Ernie. B. Electric. Or C. Entertainment.
Say A.
Entertainment.
Electric, just because it's weird. Yeah, Edward sounds correct, but
Ernie. It's like
Whatever
Edward
that
wasn't
one.
even a...
that one.
I said A. Like I said Ernie.
It is entertainment.
What?
C. So it's Chuck Entertainment Cheese.
No wonder why they just say E.
Chuck Entertainment Cheese.
You know what the E in
That
Chuck E.
sounds
Cheese
bad
should
when
stand
you
for?
say it in that sentence. Like
Yeah, you
Chuck
know-
Entertainment Cheese.
You know what the E in Chuck E. Cheese should stand for? Fucking E. Like that. What's it stand for? E.
E.
Chuck E. Cheese stands for Chuck E. Cheese. What's his middle name? E. Just
How about eat?
Chuck Eat Cheese. It's not bad either.
And then Chuck is like, fuck, I gotta go there again.
Chuck, eat cheese.
Shit. I'm tired of cheese. I'm getting blocked up.
Caveman directions.
All right. Let's do another round, sir. Because we're about to get into the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, considering it's a topic about bread.
We drink our bread. All right.
Way better than sliced.
So this is the Wonder Bread versus Pepperidge Farms. So the Continental Baking Company, which owns Wonder Bread, the white bread was a game changer for them, because back then, like when you said white bread, it went along with like being wealthy, because only the wealthy could.
Load on the cups.
Yeah.
Lauren, we're using cups. All the cups.
Right. So when they bought Wonder Bread, they also bought Hostess.
Oh, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, she's in. She's in. She's in. Looks like Mountain Dew.
It smells like it too.
No, it doesn't.
Kind of.
Lemon lime, Bud Light Sour.
5%. No ABVs.
100 calories.
Killing the game.
Ditto.
The other one that was Surgy was better. The one that was more green.
See, I feel like this is actually pretty good, but not at all fucking sour.
No, but the other one, the other seltzer, the lemon lime seltzer that we had, I believe was also Bud Light.
I think that was just a seltzer.
Yeah, but it was just a seltzer, but it was the lemon lime.
No,
and
it was
we,
the
Like
soda.
a soda edition.
Yeah, the hard soda.
Like the hard soda. And we landed on like it was more Surgy than Mountain Dewy.
Way more surgery. This is more Mountain
And I
Dew.
think that one was better than this one. This one's not as sweet and easier to drink. Again,
I feel like lemon lime's a good guess. Yeah, I give that a 4.
Me too.
I'll put it like this. I could probably drink a 6-pack, unlike certain other beers.
I don't know if I could do a 6-pack, but I'm with you. It's easier to drink. It's not that sweet. It's not sour.
No, for a Bud Light sour seltzer, it's not very sour.
It's more seltzery.
Much more seltzery. It's more like a tangy seltzer.
I will say about these sours, the sours that I was so nervous to try, they've got a lot more flavor than any other seltzer. Like,
Any other Bud Light, for that matter.
well, yeah, true.
Well, I'd say some of the
Like, but a
sodas.
lot of the seltzers are like,
Right? Can't even get a gunshot. No.
What were you saying?
Well, I'm saying like the sodas, like that cola, that definitely was.
They the flavors were there. They were hitting the flavor mark. I
Well.
think some of them are too sweet though to
yeah,
like
it's all too sweet.
like you're not gonna get a good session in. You know what I mean? Like you're either gonna end up with an upset stomach
Yes.
and you're gonna have to switch to something else. But this one has like the lime makes me think like Corona. Are we all wrong? It's not lemon lime. You're laughing.
It's not lemon lime, but I mean, you can
Grapefruit.
continue thinking it's lemon lime. Just continue your statement
Well, I
on
was
your
saying
lemon
like
lime premise.
the lime in it tastes more like a Corona.
Is it pineapple?
No.
I was very tempted to get the pineapple lemonade natties.
So, Julie, what do you just give it a rating?
4.
Okay. It's the lemon. So, I mean, we were all half right, but it is the lemon Bud Light Seltzer Sour. It is 5% at 100 calories. I'm going to go ahead and say it has no IBUs.
What's the ingredients in it?
Water.
Do you
High
really...
fructose corn syrup.
You really want me? Yeah, here we go. Water, cold fermented cane sugar, natural flavors, citric acid, sodium citrate, FD&C, yellow number 5, sucralose, and malted rice.
Always gotta throw that rice in there at the end, don't they?
So where's the hops?
It's seltzer.
I'm kidding.
This doesn't even qualify as a beer.
Said I was kidding.
So in the Continental.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Good.
It's my favorite thing to see on a can. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. I never understand that.
There's probably lime in there.
Are you saying like we made it taste like lemon with lime and ginger? There's no lemon in there, but it is natural. It's natural flavors. There might be some gym suck in there, but that's natural. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors.
Okay, so when the Continental Bread Company bought Wonder Bread, it was like their first going into the white bread market, which along with that came Hostess. And then, of course, they bought it before Wonder Bread was sliced. The Continental Baking Company was the one that
Started sliced bread.
So we're going to get into a little bit of a...
Because white bread wasn't fancy enough.
Right? You know what? Because, anyway. Here's one. Bread was used for a surprising purpose once upon a time. A wine stopper. B, a Band-Aid. C, a dish sponge. Or D, an eraser.
Fuck me. Band-Aid.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I said wine stopper. The producer said an eraser, and it is, in fact, an eraser.
Bread?
Yeah, bread. Until the 1770s, before the advent of the rubber eraser, people used bread that had been decrusted, moistened, and balled up.
Was
So
that...
if you leave
decrusted?
crust on, it just doesn't erase anymore?
I-
Well, actually, there's a very important part to this, because I'm assuming, the crust would be brown and cooked. Did they use bleached flour?
This is before bleached flour. Yeah, I remember bleached
So that's-
flour was
I was
for
thinking,
they're using wheat bread.
So I was thinking, all right, if it had bleach in it, and you're balling up white bread, maybe, it's...
I'm thinking it's not about the bread. It's about making...
Obviously, it's not bleach in it, by the way. Somebody don't think that.
So I think it wasn't so much the bread, but it was the wet part of it, the moistening. They probably could have used the sponge, but sponges were probably they had old bread, and that's what they used. But I think you could probably dampen your finger and just rub it on there, and probably do the same job as the bread was doing.
Maybe.
All right. All right, so All right, so after World War II, Wonder Bread. Well, let me gather my thoughts, because during World War II, I keep calling them Wonder Bread, but it was the Continental Baking Company. The owner of the Continental Baking Company became
The CBC.
good. I like it.
I think you'll remember the CBC better than the Continental Baking Company.
The owner got recruited by the government because they needed the bread for the soldiers, and so he was getting basically proprietary information from other bakeries, because they needed to mass produce the bread, and so they ran into Pepperidge Farms bread, and I can't remember her name either. I know I have a note of it somewhere. Margaret Rudkin. She refused to give up her recipe and basically closed during World War II. So she wouldn't give them the recipe, and she reopened after World War II. So he was trying to use the government power to steal a recipe. So she refused to relinquish it, and
Props to her. Fuck
yeah,
it. You know what?
she took the hit during the war to keep her recipe secret. Which then Wonder Bread after the war, became the very first television sponsor of a program. And
Is this actually Wonder Bread?
This is actual Wonder Bread. The
Okay.
Wonder Bread became the sponsor of the kids show Howdy Doody, which I've never watched, but I did see clips of it yesterday or the day before, whenever. All right. So we're going to go into the sweet side now. So after World War II, the CBC.
Yep.
Yeah. People started thinking of white bread as less healthy. So the white bread wasn't moving as well. And this was even post they started slicing it, which they had to invent machines to cut it. But they moved into, so they had the Twinkie, and the Twinkie wasn't doing well. And they had a banana filling before the war, pre-war. But during the war, no bananas. So they started making it with a vanilla filling. And basically, the way the Twinkie was invented was there was like the strawberry shortcake sponge cake. When it wasn't strawberry season, someone was like, well, let's re-outfit this to make something else, and they started making Twinkies. And it was 17 years old before it became popular. The fucking Twinkie.
So it's like most kids. If you're 14 and listening, there's still hope.
All right, multiple choice. In 1943, the government did
You shouldn't be
which
listening.
of the following to lower bread prices during World War II? Subsidized farmers, banned pre-sliced bread, sold government rations, or banned the sale of white bread altogether. This is to lower the cost during World War II.
Hey,
Subsidized wheat farmers?
yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Well, they actually banned pre-sliced bread. Which I don't know how that...
The sandwich game is a whole different story.
Right?
Because it costs more money.
By banning the use of expensive slicing machines in the hope the cost would lower, the ban was so unpopular, it only lasted 3 months.
Sounds like the government, though, because fuck people that just had to buy those expensive machines and sit on them.
Yeah. Like, bitch, I'm trying to cut bread over here. I'm like, use a knife. Like, it's...
I can't afford a knife. That's why I bought bread that was sliced.
The white mom go, I want sliced.
All right, so then Pepperidge Farm, Margaret Rudkin, sorry, I keep saying her name wrong. She went to Europe to develop cookies. The Belgium, the Brussels, and the Milan. She actually went, so this is the best part. She went there to these countries, found the cookie that she liked, and basically hijacked the fucking recipe and then came back to the United States and made them, and then she packaged them in those little, like, looks like cupcake wrappers inside the, like, fancy. Then she went on to make goldfish after a baker in one of these countries overseas made them for his wife because she was a Pisces on her birthday. So she's like literally went overseas and just jacked recipes and came back to the United States and started mass producing them.
It's like the history of white people right there.
This adorable little orange cracker that
Are we still talking about the goldfish?
no, so this adorable little orange cheddar. Wow. All right. So anyway, the cracker is 40% of the revenue of Pepperidge Farms. Fucking goldfish.
I don't doubt that. I hate to say it, the Malad cookie's not that great. But
They make 142 million of them a year. 3,000 goldfish crackers every second. Excuse me. So yeah,
it's a lot of goldfish.
the Campbell Soup Company bought them for $28.2 million.
Pepperidge Farm or Goldfish?
Campbell's bought Pepperidge Farm, and now it's worth over $260 million today.
And she remained working for Campbell's.
Yeah, she did. She was the first female corporate board member for Campbell Soup, and obviously helped pave the path for women all over the world. And she worked for Campbell's until her death in 1967.
Wow.
But in her factories, it was I think it was 98% women, that made Pepperidge Farm.
That's either really dope or really fucked up, depending on your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Well, it's either women empowerment or slave labor of women in the warehouse. I mean, I guess that just depends on your spin of it, you know? Were they making good money? You know? Was it actually women empowerment? You never know. See? I would have too if I was a woman. I don't know.
Oh, they got it. Once again, guys, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. I don't remember. Now I'm all confused. I don't even remember how to do the outro. I got everything pulled up, so we
As
can do
always,
it.
guys, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram at
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on Twitter,
Team Fat Kid 1.
on YouTube,
Team Fat Kid.
And of course, you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com.
You can find the food truck on Facebook at Team Fat Kid Food Truck. On Instagram at Team Fat Kid Food Truck. Twitter at fat_truck. Remember, you can always call us for your pre-order and catering needs at
757-427-1586.
Remember,
Stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. We out this bitch.
Can't reach the button!
Still can't.
Oh, come on.